All right, I had some questions on cutting. And this, of course, is the new Spyderco small fly trainer. And I'm really enjoying it. But this is what I'm going to use for cutting demonstration. Now, cutting, I want to tell you that it's technique intensive, and people will say you don't need a lot of power for cutting. And you don't. Sharp blade, how much do I need? How much power do I need to go and cut the carotid artery? Almost nothing. But if he has his hand go in here in a combat, he has his hand here, and I go, and I want to cut here, well, it'd be nice to have some power since I cut through this. I just didn't go, oop, and I just cut into the bone there, maybe not even to the bone, and I'm done. Instead, come through, tear them off, and cut all the way through, and have a really nice cut, disemboweling cut. So there is times when you want power, and it's nice to be able to have power in cutting. And it's not all in the wrist. You know, people go, oh, it's all in the wrist, you know, or all in the hips. People will tell you, you know, gotta do that turn. If I do this, and I miss, he's gonna take my head off. And even if I do this, I mean, I can see it. All I can see is go, oh, this is going to suck to be me. You know, because you're not going to get back there. Now, I can do ABD, attack by drawing, and come in here and go, because I wanted him to do that, but what we're looking at doing is cutting technique. Here's the thing. Maximum edge contact and three-dimensional motion. And what I mean by that is, this is two-dimensional. You see this a lot. This is an angle 1 type cut coming down here, this 45-degree diagonal. This. And I don't know if you guys can see on this as well, but watch real carefully and you'll see that my wrist is fairly locked. It's going down here. And my elbow is moving. My shoulder is fairly tight. It's just basically going in this way. It's not coming in. I'm not here going. See how my shoulder moves? I've got power from that shoulder. Just maybe move a little bit. And I've got the fluidity because nothing's tense on this until you see how this wrist, oh look, there's the cut, and it maintains the edge contact instead of this. See how this can skip off. Oh look, I didn't even hit it. I hit it with my knuckles. Oh, there, I finally got some. You know, so you've got to hit. If I hit like this, okay, I did this one. I got it good, and I'm maintaining something. I only got an inch of that edge on here. What I want to do is hit, and this wrist, I want to be able to go. And look, this is what you see. You see this step versus this. See that nice, smooth transition? Oh, right here. That's the cut. Now, side, lateral. Notice how my elbow comes in. Wrist turns and it cuts through here. You don't need, people think you have to go, wham! I don't. I don't have to do that. You can, if you're relaxed, I'll show you. Hold your hand up. We'll do this empty-handed. I'll come in here with these lateral cuts like this, and these diagonal cuts, like that's how see everything's stiff. Now I'm not doing much power. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do that same motion, except I'm going to do it from here. So you know that I'm not going to use all this in your shoulder. All I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this, everything to go in 3 dimensions. Because when I go in 3 dimensions, guys, this can move at a further distance. You get that wave. And you get, this can go in a further distance. I can accelerate. You can't accelerate from 100 miles an hour, even if you got a Ferrari, in this kind of space. I'm giving it more space because my joints are rotating in multiple dimensions, not just this, but this. And that allows the elbow rotation, the shoulder rotation, and the wrist rotation all rotating together and being relaxed allows this to accelerate because I've got further distance, so I can get that arm moving faster. So I'm here, and instead of going like this, from way back here, now I'm relaxed, and I'm here, and it's just, and you notice the difference here. I mean, we're this close. It's the rotation that will allow you to do that. And with a cut, the same thing. You get a hugely deep cut. That's cutting technique. That's striking technique. It's the same thing here. It's why I don't have to be back here. Stick, trains knife, trains empty hand. I don't need to cut or strike from Cleveland. You know, I don't need to be here and go. Don't have to. Don't have to, even with a strong, even with a stick. If I just want to hit, I don't have to. I can do this here and strike this. And it's going to hurt. It's going to be bad for him. And it's going to be, if I hit the carotid artery, it's going to knock him out. Hit these vital points, he's going to go down. I mean, even if I just come in here, from in here, that's not good. That's not good for him. That's not much. Here, this, watch, zoom in on this. Come in with it lateral. This, and up. See how it's barely skipping across the surface? This, I'm going to let the elbow bend. See how it's sticking in? That would be ugly. Because the elbow is able to bend. It's not this. The stiff arm is relaxed. And this is when you can get at stuff like, that's what you can get that with the relaxed hand. And you can get power behind that, and you get the cutting dynamics. If he's worth cutting, if it's a real fight, and it's worth doing more than once, because once you might miss, two you might miss, 3 you might deflect, 4, 5, and 6, hopefully, you know, you get one of those in there. So you keep moving until it's over. So that's